Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In today's video I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can turn $100 into over $10,000 using Solana meme coins extremely safely without a lot of risk. Yes, that's what I'm going to show you guys today. Today I'm actually going to talk about a specific type of coin that have been doing extremely good recently on the Solana blockchain. So yeah, let's just immediately get started with the video. Before I do that, however, if you want to follow the tutorial on how you can actually do this, I'll just recommend trading Solana meme coins using a Telegram trading sniper bot. Because the tokens we are going to talk about today are high liquidity coins and basically also high volume coins, a lot of the coins are extremely hard to buy on Jupiter and Radium simply because of the high volume, and you will just never really get any good entries using Jupiter and Radium, and your transactions will also fail because of the high volume. So what I would recommend using is a Telegram trading sniper bot. Basically allows you to buy much faster than on Radium and Jupiter. It's also just much easier to use. It never has any errors. It's just so much better. I will definitely recommend using it. Also has much more features such as limit orders, dollar cost average orders, copy trading, a little liquidity pool sniper. So go check it out. I'll have it linked, first link in the description below. It's got Trojan. Use the first link in the description below, so don't basically use the wrong bot. That being said, let's get into the video. So yeah, what are we talking about today? Today I'm going to show you guys how you can actually turn $100 into $10,000 plus, of course, with a specific type of coin, which I already told you guys is going to be high liquidity coins and high volume coins. Of course, we have already seen this meta, or basically some of these coins launched a few weeks ago / months ago. And basically with high liquidity and volume coins, I'm talking about coins such as, for example, Mew. We all know Mew has been going absolutely crazy, and it's a high liquidity coin, $33 million in liquidity compared to a $500 million market cap. That's of course insane. Furthermore, we also have a coin like Slurf, also a high liquidity coin. Right now over $100 million in liquidity with about a $200 million market cap, which is just crazy. But also more coins like Boom. You actually have quite a lot of these coins that have been performing extremely good. And basically these fall in a category called the high liquidity coins. And that's basically what I'm going to talk about today. Because recently we have seen another surge of these high liquidity coins, and they just keep on doing extremely good. And using this method, using these type of projects, there's a really small chance of the project just dying out in a few hours or a few days. Why? Because they have just extremely high liquidity, meaning that it's really hard for the price to dump like 10 or 20% in an hour, simply because it will take a lot of volume. And of course they do have a lot of volume. It just basically just means that they will not be able to dump like 20 or 30% in an hour, simply because of the high liquidity. Also, the high liquidity attracts a type of buyer, which is going to be a whale. So you will see a lot of whales buying high liquidity projects, which are basically known for being pretty good diamond hands, meaning they will most likely not sell their token for like a 1.2 or 1.3x. Most of the time whales will hold for like a 2 or 3x on their investment at least. So basically high liquidity coins are the best option if you want to trade Solana meme coins, but you don't want to lose all your money with a single work or anything. And basically you just want to take it a little bit safer than your normal Elon Floki Doge INU20 coin. Now, how do you actually find high volume / liquidity coins? Well, it's really easy. We're going to use this website called dexscreener.com. Simply click on Solana right here. And the first way to do this is clicking on last 24 hours, click on last 24 hours, and then click on 24, click on volume, and then these are all of the coins with the highest volume in the last 24 hours. We can see that this coin called Maneki, which is a high liquidity coin, you can check that right here by liquidity, says $21 million in liquidity, which is extremely high. Everything over like 2 million is extremely high, so you can see this in high liquidity coin. Furthermore, we also have CatGPT. It's another extremely high liquidity coin that just launched. So this is another high volume / liquidity coin. Now then we have Popcat. This is not necessarily a high liquidity coin. Reason for it is because it is just extremely big already. Currently sitting at a $400 million market cap, but Popcat is already listed on massive exchanges, and it has been basically it has been trading for a really long time. I mean, if we look at this chart, then we can see that this has already been live since the 12th of December. And basically high liquidity coins most of the time are not that old. Most of the time they have launched just a few days ago to maybe a week or two. Most of the time they are not basically around for a really long time, simply because they were just not that basically available and hide back then, so there's no reason for them to be available. So basically, if a coin has high liquidity but is extremely old, such as Popcat or WIF, then you may or may not want to skip that project. We have another one such as Mew, high volume and high liquidity. We can see it right here. And then the one I just talked about, Slurf, also high liquidity and high volume. Then we have Gummy, another high liquidity, high volume coin. Then we have a few other coins, and then you have some more high liquidity coins such as Book of Meme and all those kind of things. So you get the point. High liquidity and volume coins are easy to find. Just click Solana, 24 hours and volume. What you can also do is click liquidity right here, and it will show you just all of the liquidity, high liquidity coins that are basically available on the market right now. Now, if you don't want to see any of the ones that are in the last 24-hour trending, what you can also do is click right here and then click on liquidity. Now, this will literally show you all the liquidity coins that are available on the market, but it will also show you a lot of like fake coins with fake liquidity, and that are just coins that basically have added fake liquidity, which is also a thing. But yeah, basically what you just simply want to do is go back and just filter right here and then click on liquidity, and then you'll find all the high liquidity coins. Now what you also actually can do is click on new pairs right here. Then what you can do is click last 5 minutes, last 5 minutes, and then click on liquidity. So go to new pairs, make sure on Solana, last 5 minutes, liquidity, and these are all the coins with high liquidity that launched in the last 24 hours. Really obvious, right? So for example, this coin called eBaggers. High liquidity, just launched, low market cap, pretty decent volume. So this could be another one of these high liquidity coins. Now that we basically know how to find them, we of course need to know which ones are safe and which ones are called eBaggers. I mean, it has high liquidity and high volume. So it should be a high liquidity coin that could potentially perform well. Well, it's actually not. Simply because something is wrong with the coin. We can see the liquidity is not locked, and that's extremely important. There needs to be a reason why the liquidity is not locked, and if the liquidity is not locked, you either ask the team. If they can't provide any answer, just don't buy the project because it's most likely a rug. For example, coins like Book of Meme, we just talked about, also don't have a liquidity lock or burn. However, this project was actually created by an extremely famous artist, so it basically just means that it will not work basically. So that's why the liquidity on, for example, BOEM is not locked, but most of the time all these coins do have locked liquidity. Now, how do you see that? Well, if the liquidity is locked / burned, it basically means that the developer cannot work the token. It will basically say this green little lock right here next to liquidity. You can click on it and it will say how much is locked / burned, because see, Mew has 99.98% burned, which is totally fine. It just means that 0.02% was basically liquidity added by different users, which is completely fine. So that's extremely important to basically look out for. So what you can do is go to new pairs, Solana, last 5 minutes, last 24 hours, last 5 minutes, Solana again, liquidity, and then we're just going to find high liquidity ones. I would recommend ones above $1 million in liquidity, maybe above like 850k, but nothing under that in my opinion. Under that, it's just basically, I will just not touch it in my opinion. So you're just going to basically find coins that have unlocked with liquidity. Now the most recent one that has been launching, and I do have to say that high liquidity coins don't launch every day. Sometimes you will see like a high liquidity coin like 2 or 3 launch at the same day. For example, yesterday we saw this coin called Maneki, but also in different ones. So let me quickly do it like this, and then this. Like that, sorry. For example, yesterday we saw this coin called Cat GPT and Maneki launch, which are both high liquidity coins that launch on the same day. That's completely fine. But sometimes, basically these high liquidity coins are not that, they will just not be created that many times in a day or in a week even, simply because not that many teams and basically creators of coins, developers, have that much money to put into a coin. For example, this coin called Maneki launched yesterday or maybe 2 days ago. We can see burned liquidity, $20 million in burned liquidity, which is insane of course. It basically just means that the developer or team basically had the ability to raise $20 million in either basically money or just basically $20 million of investors' money, whatever, where they got it from. It's crazy that they basically burned that because it will just be gone forever basically. So yeah, that's basically an interesting factor and that's extremely important for these coins. You will not see high liquidity coins launch every single day. I literally in the last few weeks we have not seen that many launch. We basically only have seen like 2 or 3 launch in the last 2 weeks, but the ones that did launch went absolutely insane. For example, ChatGPT was one that launched just yesterday, which went absolutely parabolic. We can see right here. This one went absolutely insane from its bottom, which is a high liquidity play. We also saw Maneki launch just 2 days ago, which went of course absolutely insane from off its bottom. I mean, from off here it's already up 200%, but from off here it is more than like 7,000%. It's insane. And the last one we also saw launch, which was a high liquidity coin, is this one called Gummy. It launched yesterday or like 2 or 3 days ago actually. And we can see this one also went absolutely parabolic. So basically, once you finally found a high liquidity coin, they will tend to do extremely good, especially if there's a good team behind it or just something special about it basically, because these high liquidity coins need to have something behind them. For example, Maneki has a gigantic team behind it. ChatGPT has been launched on a gigantic IDO platform, which is insane. Gummy was launched by a gigantic YouTuber. So all these high liquidity plays definitely have a big team / big narrative behind it, because otherwise it will simply not be capable of basically raising all of that money. So it's just extremely important that they have locked liquidity and some kind of a narrative behind it. It's really easy to research that. Just click on the coin, click on Twitter and just check what the coin is about. Go maybe to the website and see what's up. If it looks good, you can potentially buy into the project. It's just that easy basically. It's just really important that they have locked liquidity, because otherwise they will most likely work. And like I said, these coins, these high liquidity coins are extremely easy to spot, because once an actual high liquidity coin has launched, everyone will be scrambling to buy that coin and they always tend to get insane volume. For example, this coin called Maneki literally got more than $100 million in the last 24 hours in volume, which is of course absolutely nuts. So yeah, basically it will just automatically be viral everywhere if a high liquidity coin launches. It's really easy to spot them. They will be trending on Tech Screener, they will be trending on Twitter. It's easy to spot them here at the high volume page. So yeah, if a high liquidity coin launches, you should just be able to see it pretty quickly. Just make sure that you're basically looking at dexscreener.com like every 1 or 2 hours on a day, and then you should be able to catch that basically high liquidity coin quite early. So yeah, like I said, it's extremely easy to make money with them, because most of them will just do extremely good if there's a good narrative behind it. There's just a pretty big guarantee that they will end up doing really good. Of course, not every one of them will do good, but literally the last 5 or 6 high liquidity plays we have seen went all absolutely insane from off its bottom, such as this one went insane. We got Gummy, we got ChatGPT, all of them are doing really good. So basically just wait a few days or weeks maybe till another high liquidity coin launches. And yes, it's really important just to wait. Don't go and ape any high liquidity coin you see. Just wait till you actually find a good one that has a good narrative behind it, lock liquidity, high liquidity, trending everywhere. Then you just know that you're in a good project, and what you can then simply do is put $100 or $200 into the project, and there's a really big chance that you will easily 2 or 3x that money. These high liquidity coins will not 10 or 20x in a day or two, because they're high liquidity, meaning they will basically not move that much in a day, but it will also mean that they are extremely safe, meaning they will not be able to dump that much in a day as well. So what I would simply recommend doing is just putting 5 or 10% of your entire wallet into this project, simply because you can take a little bit more risk on the coins, simply because it's just extremely safe in my opinion, especially if the liquidity is locked. Then everything is just quite safe. For example, this coin called Gummy is also extremely safe. It's literally launched by one of the biggest crypto YouTube channels, meaning there's just no guarantee that this will work basically. So yeah, you can literally put 100, if you saw it for example right here, there was basically a 100% guarantee that it will go up, simply because a gigantic YouTuber will not just launch a coin for it to die out. It will just ruin their reputation, so it doesn't make sense. And especially because they're also just burning their own money, they of course want to make a successful project so they get more attention and all of those kind of things. So it's just really easy in my opinion in order to spot these projects and then just to profit some money from it. I mean, I'm happy to show you guys it right here. I literally made over $19,000 in the last few weeks trading these coins. It's really easy. I'm trading them on Trojan, like I said. First link in the description below. So basically that's how you can easily make money with these high liquidity coins. And that's basically all I have for you guys in this crypto review or tutorial basically on how you can find these coins. So that being said, please consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel, go check out Trojan, first link in the description below. If you have any questions, let them down below as well. And yeah, I hope I will see you guys in my next crypto meme coin review.